This is the most difficult topic for me to discuss. It's about drug and alcohol abuse and becoming a drug addict and an alcoholic. For these things to be analyzed properly, the root of the problem must be observed. Did a child start young and then form a habit? Did somebody suffer too much and escape through drugs and alcohol? And then become a drug addict and an alcoholic? What are the reasons for which people become drug addicts and alcoholics? Is it too easily accessible? Are we not fighting it hard enough against drug lords, for example, making billions of dollars and running the country because of it? Is it because young people are trying to be cool and discover, how to waste themselves at an early age and be like hip, I'm not saying drinking and being merry once in a while isn't good, and marijuana is a completely different issue. It is a medicinal herb for some people at times. It makes me highly paranoid. It has an adverse effect on me. But marijuana is a different type of drug, and in my opinion. But the hardcore stuff, heroin, LSD, what else? Crack, cocaine. Why? The abuse of pharmaceutical drugs. How can these be monitored? Why do people need them? What are they trying to avoid? What are they trying to not deal with? And once it becomes a major addiction, because I know what an addiction is because I smoke cigarettes, it's a vicious cycle and almost impossible to stop. It's very, very hard. So when do these people start? Why do they start? These are the questions that need to be asked. Why do they begin in the beginning? Why? Not later do we find out just to tell them to stop. We have to find out, when did you start? Why did you start? What made you start? And that is how we are going to improve, I believe, the drug and the alcoholism problems that we have, which are lethal. Lethal not only to the person, but to many others that they are involved with. Once again, marijuana, in my opinion, is a different type of, it's not even a drug to me. It is, and to some people, it relaxes them after a day. It is a medicinal herb to some extent. And that's how I feel about marijuana, even though I don't smoke it because it has a very different effect on me. But drugs and alcohol, moderation for alcohol, of course, and hardcore drugs, I mean, why? Why did people start using them? That is the only way we're going to find out where the root of the problem is. When we find out, why did you start using? Not using excuses like, well, it's hereditary, my father was a drug addict, or my mother was an alcoholic, or whatever. But why did you start using them? And when? And when did you become addicted? That is the questions that need to be asked. And some of them, in some cases, use them to mask mental illnesses that are poorly treated. And mental illness is the last frontier of education, of professional medicine. And that needs to be understood very well as well. Mental illness. Thank you.